Hi, Jose. Professor Ball here. How's it going? So let's look at your third paper. The first thing that I look at is MLA format, and you have your header here at the top, and you have the correct information there. And then you have your title, Pricey Floods, which is good. You have extra space between here and here, so you can just delete once and go back up a little bit because everything is double spaced. And it looks like you have extra spacing there. All right, there are a couple of people in the world that think living near the ocean shore is one of the best luxuries money can buy. This would probably be IES because it's plural, not a big deal, although others might think otherwise. One piece of mind that we all think of is, what would happen if a flood or wave comes in and damages our home? What will happen next? In the video Floods from last week tonight with John Oliver, he illustrates how many different home insurances work due to home floods, DUE to home floods. This would be in italics because it's the title of the show, and this is correct because it's a smaller piece of the channel or the site. Now, I don't have a thesis statement here, and the thesis statement is when you respond to the prompt, what is it that you're going to be doing? So, for example, if we're doing a rhetorical analysis, you would say that Oliver is able to make a persuasive case about flood insurance through his use of visuals, a sarcastic tone, and blah, blah, blah. So let's see how your paper develops. So floods can occur from mostly any way possible, from a busted water pipe or a really bad storm overfilling the nearby dams, lakes, or causing a tide really high that would be able to reach your home. Back in August 2017, capital H, Hurricane Harvey hit Houston, Houston, pretty hard, causing it to flood. Due to some building developments over the years, the city of Houston, correctly spelled, rebuilt, past tense, up to 25% of city wetlands. Substitute them with concert. Do you mean concrete? CONCRETE? Make it impossible for the concrete to retain the water, or, as Oliver said, unless he's a friend of yours, capital P, people don't dry off in the beach by rolling around the pavement in the pavement, PAVEMENT, in the parking lot. That's funny. Okay. So I can see right now you're not answering the prompt. The prompt is to do a rhetorical analysis of John Oliver's clip, and here you're just telling me about it. So what I mean is you have a thesis about how he makes this video a good one, and then one way that Oliver is able to make his point is through the use of humor. For example, in talking about what the city of Houston did to build up its wetlands, John said, people don't drive from the beach by rolling around the pavement in the parking lot. Period. This is important because this is significant because. So you would want to take a look at the handout from analysis to summary to get a better idea of what I'm talking about. It's not just about global warming or unchecked growth that has put people in risk of flooding. It's possible for people to take that risk because they have homeowners insurance. This is one word. He uses an example from a TV show called Buying the Beach. So spell this out, television show. Because it's a major TV show, it's a whole TV show, this would be italics. Two brothers look into a house that's literally on the beach. While discussing about buying the house, they think about how close it's to the water. It is to the water, but then one of them says, that's what insurance is for? Period goes inside the quotation mark. Sure, this line has been underestimated quite, with an E, a lot. Back in the 1960s, there was a huge amount of floods that wiped out thousands of people's homes. The government, and this is lowercase because it's not a proper name, it's just government, soon made a law that will help homeowners being able to afford water damage at a cheaper cost called National Floods Insurance Program. At the time, insurance companies would charge way too much money to be able to afford it. This law would, because this is in the past, would also help the government not spend too much money on damage. It really sounds like a good idea. It was also created to prove that by doing the discount, it would show the homeowners they would be at risk and have to move out. But the plan backfired. This is one word, not really knowing how many people would actually take a risk just to save a penny. So your writing is okay, but you're just summarizing the video. You're not telling me about how John creates his work. So, we talked about his tone. So then your point would be another way that Oliver makes his case is through using examples from real estate shows. This is your illustration, and then your last part of it is the explanation, which is, the use of talking about buying the beach shows is blah, blah, blah. So you need your point, you need to illustrate it, and then you need to explain it. Even though you're covered by AN insurance company, they don't really take the blame for the damage that happens to your home. The government charges a small fee to any company for any policy they sell. And if there's any losses, the government has to take charge of the situation. So, in other words, insurance companies get all the benefits of this agreement and not just that it gets a bit worse. Okay, so hold on. I'm just moving ahead here. There's only one more paragraph. This doesn't respond to the prompt, Jose. Sorry to say. You're not telling me how Oliver creates his video, and the prompt goes over that step by step. There's also another part of the prompt where I say you need to do a little research. It's number 6 on the prompt, but it's not discussed in the video that I uploaded. And what you would need to do is go to the library's databases and look to see what other people have said about floods or flood insurance. All right? And then your conclusion would connect back to your thesis, which is not about the issue of floods, but what Oliver did. So Oliver used humorous tone, clips from video shows. He talked to experts, blah, blah, blah. That needs to be here and here. All right. So you are allowed to revise one paper this semester, and this is probably going to be it. Let me know if you have any questions. Oh, and then your works cited page. Sorry, works cited page. Oliver, John, spell that out. Then floods. Then the name of his show, which is This Week Tonight with John Oliver. That would be in italics. Then either HBO or YouTube in italics. The date. Oh, you got it. You got that, and you got that. Okay, so you have some of it, but you're still missing a little bit too. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.